Milo, Milo. Hey guys, welcome to El Dia Opina, which translates to the day's opinion. I am Dia, the day's opinion, and today is a very different video. It's actually more of a vlog because I went out of my way to see the Milo Troll Academy Tour event in Melbourne, and it was extremely exciting for me because Milo, along with many other conservatives, is one that I truly admire. I would be just as excited if Stephen Crowder were coming to Australia. I'd be just as excited if it was Ben Shapiro, but it was Milo, and I loved it. I had a couple of complaints, of course. I had a couple of criticisms regarding how it was organized and how rushed certain things were, but overall, I really enjoyed myself. So I want to first of all go through the reaction that the media in Australia has had to Milo and the reaction the police has also had to Milo, just to make this video as balanced as possible.
They're burning off full of Muslims and refugees.
This is ridiculous. He's a skinny gay guy.
So they've obviously picked this.
Oh my god. This is so funny. They're treating. Oh my god!
He loves you. Right inside, thank you.
So I'm going to read an article that came out in the Herald Sun on Tuesday, December the 5th. It says this: left and right wing thugs clash at radical event. The reason this phrasing annoys me is because there are no right-wing thugs. Of course they exist, but they don't exist at this event. People who attend Milo's events, for the most part, obviously I can't differentiate the whole entire audience. I'm not capable of that. But I can tell you that people that enjoy Milo, like myself, are not alt-right. We're not, extremists to the right. We're just human beings that enjoy his banter, enjoy his rhetoric, and also just find him funny. And, if we were so hateful, wouldn't we hate him? Wouldn't we hate gays? Wouldn't we hate Jews? Wouldn't we hate black people? Like, all these things that's thrown at us is not true. So when the Herald Sun says left and right wing thugs clash at radical event, this already is leading the reader. It's leading the reader to believe that the people at the events were extremist on the right and extremist on the left. But what is the actual truth is that the people on the left believe that it is okay to punch people who want to attend an event where a human being wants to speak. And, the people attending those events have gone out of their way to purchase tickets and to hear someone speak. That's literally all that's happened. Wild clashes erupted between rival protesters last night outside a Melbourne hall where controversial conservative commentator Milo Yiannopoulos was speaking. Hundreds of people were still on the streets outside the Melbourne Pavilion in Kensington at midnight, abusing police and brawling. Armed officers dressed in riot gear were pelted with bottles, rocks, and bricks as they broke up fights. Earlier, right and left-wing protesters used sticks as weapons, scuffled and lit fireworks in the street while chanting, "Go home Nazis." Now, in that context, the leftists are shouting Nazi to me and all the people who are wanting to attend the Milo Yiannopoulos event.
With my own people.
when we land.
The funny thing is that a Nazi uses violence. Logistically speaking, there are no more Nazis. They don't exist. They all died. There might be some still living. Who knows? But they existed in the time frame of Hitler, which was, 1940s during the World War. So that's the first thing. The second thing is they were shouting at us like we were the Nazis, and we're going to see someone who is Jewish. So bearing that in mind, we're going to see someone who is a homosexual, bearing that in mind. We're going to see someone who recently got married to a black man, bearing that in mind. So this, it's, I don't even know what to say. It really is baffling to me that anyone could perceive a bunch of people showing up at an event that they've paid for as Nazism. Literally what they're trying to do is police our thoughts and police our speech and police our ability to attend an event. This is ridiculous. This is fascism. They are the ones. They are the Nazis. They are the ones acting ridiculously. They are anti-Milo. Milo is a Jew. In that reverse logic or accurate logic, wouldn't you say that they are the one being Nazis?
Sorry to be really annoying. It's just that what's happened is obviously out the front, so we're going to get you in, make you safe and comfortable. So it's better being in here than out there, obviously, with all that. This is as good as we can do, but there's chairs around here so you can sit down and just take it easy. And what we'll do is we'll come around in the next probably in the next 15 to 20 minutes, and we'll just allocate you your passes. And then at such stage that they clear out and they've had their photos for the first session, we'll let you go in. And all this is about is making sure you get seats in the front so you enjoy your time. If you come around here and have a seat.
Starting to fill up. Officers formed a human barrier between the two warring sides, breaking up skirmishes as people punched and kicked each other. Protesters clashed with those who had bought tickets, with heated words turning to violence. Fists flew before police intervened, dousing dozens in pepper spray in a bid to keep the peace. Up to 2,500 people attended the 3 sessions held by Yiannopoulos. Organisers had kept the location under wraps until before the first show, but protesters from both groups managed to find the venue.
Almost a full house. I know.
My name is Ross Cameron. I am the guy they invite when the other guy drops out at short notice. Ross will do it. So I thought we're waiting for Milo, the genius. He's up preparing his mind. So while we do that, I thought we should meet a few members of the crowd. And your smile, sir, earns you the first little interview. Just get up for a second, just get up. Tell me your name.
Jake.
And do you have a moment when you first became conscious of Milo Yiannopoulos? Is there a moment you remember? What brings you here tonight? Are you like a conscript from your girlfriend here, or did you actually choose to come?
No, I brought her along. There wasn't a moment, I think it was years ago. I just started the YouTube videos and noticed he was pissed off with the same things that I was, and thought, what a fucking legend.
Beautiful. He was pissed off at the same thing. Now, I see you've got your copy of Penthouse magazine here, man. That's terrific. Just come and say good day. What's your name?
Mary.
And why are you here tonight, Mary? You could be anywhere else. What are you doing here?
I'm a grandmother, nearly
She's looking pretty good for 70.
I'm so concerned about the freedom of speech. I'm a post-war baby. So, yes. And so we have...
Familiar with once or twice in my life. Max is the man. Ladies and gentlemen, Milo, the particular genius, the soup inside his mind is brewing, is frothing, is nearly ready to go. We're going to be back. Oh, are you telling me now? He's ready? Okay.
I do criticize Milo and the organizers because I think the event could have been kept secret for the most part had the address not gone out on Instagram and Facebook. There was an email, people who purchase tickets usually get emailed things, it's like the normal way of communication. It would have been easier for the Milo event organizers to email everyone who purchased the ticket the address. By putting it up on Instagram and Facebook, publicizing it that much, well, yeah, rioters are going to come. And rioters were there, and they were screaming at me. I walked in and I got called cunt. I got called, which is fine, like it didn't offend me. I found it really funny. The point is that's an extremely severe word. It's not something I would personally use lightly. I don't even like saying it. They said I was a traitor to all women. They said Nazis go home. They were screaming. They were just screaming. It was madness. They have a right to protest. They don't have a right to try and punch people. That's what was happening.
You seem to stir up hate for the sake of it.
No women, not women here! I'm defending myself!
He appears to be trolling all of humanity.
He's been dubbed the internet's ultimate supervillain.
British-born American agitator Milo has gathered a following of critics and fans.
He's a publicity hound who some claim make a living by peddling hate.
So, Milo's very popular.
You're wearing a hijab in the United States of America. What is wrong with you?
I suppose my third commandment would be stop being ugly.
Now, to give you a flavor of his work, here are a few headlines. Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy. Would you rather your child had feminism or cancer?
I'm a feminist, and I'm proud to be a feminist, and a lot of what you say...
That's okay. I'm sure they'll cure you soon.
So now this is why I take issue with the front page. Left and right wing thugs clash at radical event. Because the right wing thug, this is what the right wing thug is saying. And what is the left doing? They're screaming at you and they're trying to hurt you. This is what the right wing thug Costas says. He's got something to say, let him say it. What you are seeing here is the cost of free speech. Ooh, wow, what a thug. That's extremist right wing right there. Retarded. A helicopter circled overhead as riot police tried to break up the remaining crowd of about 100 people. But as officers moved back onto the streets, tensions boiled over again. Some brawled between themselves while others continued to throw whatever they could find at authorities. Shattered glass and rocks were strewn across roads as people dodged the missiles. Police will today reveal the number of arrests and charges made at the event, but several people were seen being escorted away in handcuffs. One teen, believed to be about 17, had blood pouring from his head. He was injured while walking through the crowd. So these people on the left, and only the left, ended up hurting a 17-year-old child who wanted to see Milo. Who are the Nazis here? Who are the ones being violent? Why the fuck is the Herald Sun saying that there were extremists on the right-hand side as well? I don't get that. They were defending themselves. All they want to do is advocate for something as noble and as true as freedom of speech.
Milo!
wasn't it? If I hadn't lost my gay card before, I've definitely lost it now. Well, I don't know, actually, squirming around on a sweaty Harley in leathers. It's not that straight, is it? Australia. What have they done to you? Lively tonight, are we? Oh, we have so much in common. Now, Australia, welcome. You used to have a very good reputation. Now, we're here to discuss your fall from grace, your shocking and abominable capitulation to the forces of the progressive left, and what we can do about it. Now, Australia used to be famous for very respectable things. I'm thinking of Kylie, the coke-fueled boyfriend, Kath and Kim.
Harmful.
Got a couple of proos and trues in the audience this evening, I can hear. Those middle-aged cackles in the middle of the room. Welcome. 2050. If Pew Global Data, sort of the gold standard in non-partisan data, their most aggressive estimate is that. Now, if you're... Poor sweet. Though frankly, if you're a country that's got more money than... Now when you turn on TV these days, in Australia, it's not Kylie and Jason anymore, but the feminist Gorgon.
The police, I will say, did extremely well. I was extremely pleased with the Victorian police. They did very much to assist in the situation, and it was very good that they used pepper spray. I mean, I'm sure some people on the right were also affected, but the police did very well, I thought, until I discovered later that they are trying to get Milo to pay them. They want to be paid by Milo Yiannopoulos and his team for, I don't know, creating a disturbance. It's ridiculous. They have to do their job. Where there's a disturbance, you go. You commit the act that you're supposed to commit. In this case, the act that you're supposed to commit is protect and serve, and then you go home. You shouldn't be asking for extra money just because, you know, you had to deal with this person. He became a controversial figure because the people on the left made him become a controversial figure by silencing him and others like him, by silencing. By demanding, by demanding the pronouns you demand, by demanding everything you demand, which is unreasonable and stupid, you've created people like Milo.
This monster right here that you're so afraid of, the face you see in your nightmares, was created by social justice warrior assholes like you. And now you have this wonderful faggot. That's what happens. We okay? We good? Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Darling, you can call me what you like.
Oh, okay, there we go.
And the adoration that people like myself have for people like Milo, Stephen Crowder, and many, many others is because the people on the left are morons. So, while I applaud the work of the Victorian police, I disavow their stupidity for demanding more money. That is ridiculous.
Give them a round of applause. Debate me. He won't have me on his terrible show. He won't even do one of those heavily edited interviews where he has a week and a half to cut, recut, and recut, and recut an interview until the Conservative looks stupid. It's very difficult to make me look stupid. Stop it. She wears that hijab because she chooses to, sister.
So, we have had to take the back route to get to the car because the protesters are so bad that Milo and his team, as well as all the security at Milo's event, said make sure we go the other way. We had to turn left. So now we're going down this suspicious looking bike path, but I have my security with me. He's right there.
Thanks.
And yes, so there were many riders. Some were calling cunt, some were saying that we were evil, some were saying that I was an insult to women.
I'm homophobic.
He's homophobic, even though Milo happens to be gay, but it's all funny. I found it entertaining. My feet are killing me. These are my shoes. I went a little too overdressed for a gay man. Anyway, he didn't turn for me. And now we're walking to my car down this very dangerous bike path.
Here comes a killer.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we're going to get raped by a lefty tonight. Made it to the end of the bike track. This is all for Milo. But I don't see the protesters. I think they left. But how do we get back to the car? This way. So, I'm home. I'm safe. I got 3 hugs from Milo. I got to kiss him on the cheek. And there's a chance I will be on his YouTube channel, but I'm not sure. But I'm excited that that's a possibility. Anyway, he's really nice. He's very friendly. Very offensive. He made some comments I didn't like. But all worth it. I got to talk to him and hug him. Thanks for coming to Australia, Milo.